Good morning, T-Wolves. Mr. Quentin here with what we did for Friday, May 7th, 2021. So, we're here to wrap up this whole week on economic stuff. Of course, we still have more economic stuff coming, but at least we can wrap up this week of economic stuff. And so, as always, we are going to pretend we are first period, but you are going to go to your particular period and you're going to head on down to quarter four. And then you are going to go to week of May 3rd and then jump on into Friday, where you will see that we do have a quiz. That's right, folks, you got a quiz. Be sure to knock out that quiz. Make sure you take all the attempts available. Check your answers in between if that is an option for you so that you can be best prepared to get the best grade. Once you have got that knocked out, we do have one last minor grade assignment for you. It's called What I Eat. And it is a wonderful digital notebook as usual. So you're going to follow those instructions inside to make sure you get your minor grade assignment taken care of. Okay, this does need to be done by today. Please don't leave that alone and then not have a good grade for your progress report, because this is progress report ending today. So let's take a look at what we've got going on here. This is What I Eat. It's all about analyzing economics from different perspectives between culture and government and economics. Oh my gosh, it's like we bring it all together or something. What's the matter with us? I know, we're crazy. We're teachers. So let's take a look here, folks. Here's what you're doing. You're going to watch the video on slide 3, and then you are going to answer each question with at least one complete and complex sentence. You are going to read the introduction on slide 4. Remember, folks, to chunk that reading. You are then to look at the pictures of what I eat on slide 5, view the chart on slide 6, and then help you with the activities on slides 7 through 11, or in this case, actually 10. So you know what? I'm going to fix that right now. Watch this. Bam. Look at that. Watch me fix this on the fly. Aren't I just the best? Yeah, baby. There you go. All fixed for you. So we have slides 7 and 10. Again, you're going to answer each question with at least one complete and complex sentence. For the pre-AP GT extension, after choosing an option, you are going to write at least 5 complete and complex sentences. So let's see what that looks like, folks. I want you to jump over here and we'll take a look at mine. And then you know what? Just because I like to be consistent, I'm going to make you watch as I change this all again. Ha-ha, and look, and ha-ha, and look. That's right. See, we do things all the same time. So, flipping here into our gears, take a look. We're going to watch that video. This video is literally like a minute and a half long, and then you're going to answer the questions about that, okay? Again, one complete and complex sentence, please. You can always do more, but at least one. I want you to read this, folks. Again, you can chunk this reading, break it down into smaller parts. If you have Snap and Read, you can use Snap and Read. Remember, you should have learned how to install that for yourself in the last assignment. When you get here, folks, when you get here, I want you to note something. You can click on this so that you can see the pictures, and then you can open it up and you'll see that there are pictures that you can look at. These pictures correspond with the countries that you're going to be looking at in the charts as we move down. All right. So that's where you're going to go to get that stuff. You get to choose any 2 countries from that list. All right. And then you're going to take a look at this chart. Now, the chart is not 100% up to date, as you know, because clearly we have a higher population and a higher GDP per capita. But all of these trends are still accurate. All right. So even though it's a little smaller than maybe it should be, all of these trends are still accurate. Okay. So you're going to look at the country statistics, things like their population, their life expectancy, their GDP per capita, how many people live below the poverty line. Oh, look, all of these wonderful economic indicators. And you're going to be able to kind of gather what you think, what you might be able to think about how they live, about how they live, about what they eat, and maybe even be able to tell a little bit about their culture and possibly a little bit about their government. It's entirely possible. So you're going to take a look at that. And then you're going to choose two countries, all right, from the list based on these pictures. And folks, I'm going to make it easy on you. Do not choose the United States. You may not choose the United States. All right. We already live in the United States. We know all about it. So you're going to choose those countries, two countries. So here you can see I chose Canada and then I chose Bangladesh. And you are going to compare and contrast those countries based on the photo, based on the statistics. So again, I chose Canada and I chose Bangladesh. You may also choose Canada and Bangladesh. That's fine. Just don't copy my answers, okay? You can use them as a springboard. So you can see here how I answered the questions here. I used at least one complete and complex sentence to answer these questions. All right. And so you are going to compare and contrast Bangladesh with Canada. Obviously, only if you are also choosing Bangladesh and Canada. You may choose any other countries that you like except for the United States. So that's your comparison here. If you are a pre-AP GT class, then you are going to do the extension where you're going to compare yourself or two other countries, depending on what the options ask you to do. You'll see, and then you're going to write 5 complete and complex sentences, at least 5. You are certainly welcome to write more. So you'll see that I chose option 2, which is where I select the person whose life you feel differs the most from your own. Compare and contrast your own diet, your economic indicators, and your lifestyle. Then find the differences and see if there are any similarities. So you can see here that again, I chose the person from Bangladesh. I felt that that person was the furthest from me culturally. And so I discussed how they live, how I think that they live through subsistence, right? Through farming, through traditional economy. How you can make educated guesses about like their clothing and their lifestyle. You can see what kind of food they eat, and that there are very clear differences in their standards of living based on how they live and how we live. And yet, I feel that everybody wants to have a happy life. People want to spend time with their family. I think that that's very important, and I think it's even key, especially in a smaller life, that they might have there in Bangladesh. And so that's something that those are some things that I felt that they had in common. So you are going to do this section if you are pre-AP GT, in addition to these, which everybody's going to do. All right. So you're going to do that quiz. You're going to do this here. Make sure you get it submitted because it is due. And then if you happen to have extra time, I threw the economics vocab quizzes back up there for you. All right. So that's what we have going on today. If you are good and done, awesome. Make sure you get everything submitted so that you're good for today. You're good for the progress report. And then, of course, as always, send me that note in Schoology. Send me that email if you need anything. And I hope you have an absolutely amazing weekend. Mr. Quinton, out.